Welcome to Word Lab 3. You can find this in your book on WD 3.1. This is creating reports and tables. On this page you'll see that we have 10 different objectives to cover in this chapter. As we flip on to the next page, we see we are still doing adventure travel tours as our case study, and we can see some preview pages of what we're going to get accomplished here. On the following page, W3.4, we have a concept preview. We'll see there are only 10 concepts in this lab. We're going to begin by opening up one of our data files. So we're going to need to go to File and Open. And we're going to look in your data files wherever you put them. I keep mine on my desktop. And now we're in Lab 3. And we're looking for tour research. So you'll click on that, open it up, and once again, as always, you should scroll through. And you can see this is a much larger document than we've dealt with before, but nothing we can't handle for sure. I'll scroll back up to the top. It tells us to apply heading styles. To do this, we need to move to anywhere in the Tanzania main heading. That would be this one right here. And we are going to click on the More options in our Styles group. Here is our Styles on our Home tab. And we're going to go to the More group. And we're going to choose Heading 1. Now it's very important that we do this. And you can see all this has really done is change text size and color. But if you change just text size and color, then it won't be listed up here as a heading. And that's very important when we go to, say, generate a table of contents later on. It tells us now to move to anywhere in the culture topic. It'll be right here. And we're going to choose Heading 2 from the Styles Gallery. Move to Geography and Climate. Again, Heading 2. Move to the Ngorongoro Conservation Area and choose Heading 3. And then, as the book says on page WD 3.8, do the following headings. The Serengeti Plain, Level 3. Animal Life, Heading 2. Peru, Heading 1. Culture, Heading 2. Historical Culture, Heading 3. Machu Picchu, Heading 4. Current Culture, Heading 3. Geography and Climate, Heading 2. La Costa, Heading 3. La Selva, Heading 3. La Sierra, Heading 3. And finally, Animal Life, Heading 2. And now we've applied headings to all of this. And it asks us to go ahead and save this. So we're going to come up to File and Save As. And remember to always save it as something different. And well, this one wants to be called simply Tour Research, not WD03, but just Tour Research. And I'm going to save that in my desktop area. I'm going to go ahead and save. Once I have saved that, I'm going to move to the top of my document again. And I'm going to reduce my zoom to 50% so I can see more of my pages at once. And now you can see how these different, just changing the headings have really helped break up this document and give a better sense of what should be where. After that, it tells us to once again increase our zoom back up to 100%. And we're going to update our normal style. So we're going to select the first paragraph below Tanzania heading. So our first paragraph here in culture. And we're going to increase the font size to 12 points. Then we're going to right-click on the paragraph and select Styles here. And we are going to choose Update Normal to match selection. It's right here. And what this is doing is every document has a normal font size. Typically, it's Calibri 11 font. And what we've done here is we've changed some text set it to a higher font size, and then said, okay, everything that's considered normal in this document, which is not a heading or anything else, you can see it says normal, will now be updated. So it changed all of the rest of the document, all of the regular text to now be in 12-point font. So just a faster way to change things up a little bit. Once you've done that, you can click off of it to clear the selection. The next thing it talks about is navigating a document, and it allows you to browse by the headings we've put in. So if we hold down Control and hit F, you'll see that we get our navigation pane to open up here. And then we're going to click on the browse the headings in your document, and you'll see the headings that we've created. These were level 1s, these were level 2s, and then 3s and 4s, etc. So you can see how it's already broken down a little bit. And by clicking on any one of these, it'll take me right to where I want to go. So it's very handy, especially if you ever write a novel, something like 300, 400 pages, and you've got 25 chapters. Being able to break it up like this, it makes it a great deal easier than trying to scroll through that many pages. Once you've done that, we're going to click on the Peru heading. We're going to click right there. And in the navigation pane, we're going to click on the little corner arrow in the Peru topic to contract the headings. So I'm going to click on this, and you see now it has hidden everything in Peru, but Peru now has a different color to let us know that, hey, there's more hiding behind here. And if we click on the little arrow here again, you'll see that it all comes back. Once we've done that, we can click the culture heading in the Tanzania section, and we're going to drag it down above the animal life heading in the same section. So I'm going to take culture and drop it off right there. And what's neat about this is it actually shifts that entire paragraph that was associated with it as well. So we don't have to go in and copy and paste. If we have things under headings, we can move everything under one heading at the same time. Again, makes life easier, saves you time. Once we've done that, we're going to click the culture heading in Peru and drop it down above animal life as well, just like that. Then we're going to click the culture heading again in the Peru section to move our screen down there. And we're going to click on the thumbnail, browse the pages in your document, and what you see is another way to look at your document that allows you to look at each one of the pages. This really isn't nearly as useful as being able to browse by headings, but it's just another feature. So it says scroll down and go to page 4, and then go to page 2, and it just wants you to go back and forth. And then finally click on the first page to come back up to the top and save your document. Once you have done this, we're going to create a cover page. And this is really simple. All we have to do is go to Insert, and we can close our navigation pane for now. And we're going to go to Cover Page, which is the very first icon in Insert. We'll click on that, and you'll see that there are all sorts of fancy different types of cover pages you can use. And we are supposed to scroll down and choose the mod design. And you can choose anything you want, I don't really care, but it asks for the mod design. Once we have our cover page in, you'll see that we have some simple areas to go ahead and modify it. And the first modify it wants us to do is switch it now to sideline. So we'll go to sideline and choose that one. Not nearly as fun if you ask me, but it's what the book says. I'm going to increase my zoom or decrease it to 80%. And I'm going to change the company placeholder here. And instead of the University of St. Francis, I'm going to call it Adventure Travel Tours. And then for the title of the document, we're going to call this one Tanzania and Peru. And we don't really want a subtitle in here, so we're going to click on it once and hit delete. And you guys see you have to click on it a second time to actually delete it the whole way. First delete that text, and then you can delete the placeholder. So go ahead and delete both of those. Scroll down, put your name in here, and then pick a date. And you can see that for me today is June 24th. And so, oops, I'm just going to use today. That way it'll update for me. So now I have those. Once you've done that and you have a nice looking title page, go ahead and save the